local officials have been remarkable. The blog world, I really love the fact that we referred to as the darling of the blogosphere. That was very nice.
Yeah.
But I have to return to the staff. It looks like we did not win this thing. But we did win this thing.
Yeah.
We ran a remarkable campaign, and that's not because of me. That's because of Jeff Hauser. Jeffrey took a guy who liked to control his own time and think he knew what he was talking about with politics, and made me into a candidate, which I am really pleased about. He took a staff, he trained a young staff, most of them very young staff, and made them into a remarkable staff. And here I want to make sure that everyone, the staff stands up. Jeffrey Hauser. These are remarkable people. Thank you all. Thank you all. From the beginning, I'm going to remind us what we were doing all together. As a staff, as interns, as volunteers, as labor. From the beginning of this race, this campaign was not about me. And not about Garrett. This campaign was about America. This race was about how the country has lost its way. It was about how we lost our way in Iraq, in a war that was ill-conceived, disastrously managed, based on lies, with no exit strategy in sight. It was a campaign that was all about taking care of, in a sacred and responsible way, the soldiers, the young men and women, who were in a war that was of no making of their own, who were returning able-bodied and disabled-bodied. It was about a failure to develop an energy policy which was criminal in the last 8 years. It should have been developed. We should have had an investment in alternative to oil and gas. We would be in a much better place in a lot of situations if we did. It was about taking global warming seriously. Taking global warming seriously. On all of those issues, I understand we did not win this election, but we were right. We were right.
Yeah.
This election was all about the future and the survival of the middle class in the United States. It was about prevailing wage and minimum wage and living wage. It was about a right to organize in this country. It was about demanding respect for the working people and their organized voice. It was about health care for poor kids and for everyone. Again, we did not win this election, but we were right. We were right. Was all about offering hope for people with Alzheimer's and Parkinson's. And it was about assuring reproductive choice for women.
Yeah.
This election was about being proud again to live in a great nation that cares for a city that is destroyed by flood, that makes sure its bridges never again crumble before our very eyes. Proud again to live in a nation that suffers that hurts when we have neighbors near at hand or across the country who do not have enough food, who do not have enough health care, who do not have enough heat, who do not have enough work, who do not have enough education, and who do not have a home. We lost this election, but we were right. We were right about it. This election was about being a country where we are proud to be a nation where businesses are given the freedom to love. Let me try that again. Businesses are given the freedom to solve the most difficult problems in our culture, in our country, by unleashing their entrepreneurial and innovative spirit. But we as businesses are also charged with the responsibility to develop good-paying jobs here in America, made in America. We were right, although we didn't know it.
All right.
Not even about Garrett, but this election was all about corruption that pervades and poisons Washington. A Washington where Garrett and others have stronger relationships and ties with corporate lobbyists than they do with constituents. That there's something really wrong. I am pleased that my campaign staff and everyone who was working for me was calling Garrett on that. It is appropriate to call Garrett on that. It's appropriate to continue to call Scott Garrett on that. A Washington where Garrett and others take hundreds of thousands of dollars from industries they are charged to oversee. Taking thousands of dollars from industry that charge to oversee. A Washington where constituents line up in the cold outside the theater, while the corporate special interests are inside, nice and warm, the playwright and the producer and the director. There's something really wrong about that. We lost this election, but we were right to call Garrett on that issue.
Yeah!
This election was not about me or Garrett, but also about living in an America where we not only preach the ideal of American power, but also remind ourselves and the world beyond our borders of the power of our American ideals. The power of our American ideals. We are certainly right about that.
That's right.
We are certainly right, and let's keep the faith on that one too. This election was not about me and not about Garrett. This election was about America, the future of America, the soul of America. And I am pleased to say, although we lost this fight, the war was won tonight. Obama, Biden, President and Vice President of the United States, this is going to be a good day for America.
Yay!
Because of how we ran this race, all of us in this room, we should all be walking proud tonight because we lost this election, but we will continue to be right in the issues that we consider the most important issues of this country. Keep the faith, everybody. We have to keep the faith. We have to work hard to improve this country, to reclaim the soul of America. Thank you all. God bless you all.
Thank you. Thank you.